Hello again everyone and welcome back to Skyblock News. I'm your host Derailious and today we're going to be going over the fact that the Foraging update is releasing tomorrow. We have a few things to go over on the alpha server, a couple things I want to say, but before we begin I just want to say please make sure to like and subscribe down below as it really helps out the channel a lot, and use code RAIL on the Hypixel store for 5% off your order. It really is the best way to support the channel. Without any further ado though, let's get started. Obviously, the biggest piece of news today is the fact that the Hypixel Skyblock update 0.23 Galatea will be releasing tomorrow. They will be going into maintenance at 6 a.m. EDT, and it will last for up to 6 hours, but considering how the previous ones have been in terms of maintenances, it seems like this will likely be done by around 9 to 9:30. Would not be that shocked if players were let in by around 10 a.m. EDT. Definitely a massive deal to see this update come to fruition. While there hasn't generally been a ton of changes on the alpha between number 2 and number 3, the biggest thing that I've noticed is that Canopy Armor no longer has its full set bonus. But this is actually fine in my view. They just transferred that full set bonus onto pretty much everybody just passively. They just flatly doubled the amount of Forest Whispers that you get, from my understanding. I think that's fine. It's probably better than having Canopy Armor be better than the Fig Armor, which is supposed to come after it anyway. Definitely an interesting change from the admins. Another pretty important thing I wanted to mention before the Foraging update releases is if you want a ton of sweep, the best thing that you could do is probably get a ton of different attributes. You don't need to max all of them out, you just need to get all of them at level 1 and you'll unlock them in this menu and you'll get progress. Now I've actually found a pretty interesting way to do this on the main server that, at least for now, isn't a crazy amount of money, but obviously with the making of this video the price will probably rise a lot. You can just look up attribute shards and look up the ones that you want and try to pick them up. Many of them are still like fairly cheap, around 2 mil for at least like the tier 3 to 4. I would recommend picking up the tier 3 to 4 so that you don't have the chance of losing it entirely. You can also just look up any sort of armor, for example. Like if I look up Aurora, you can see I can pick up stuff for under 1 mil. I would personally recommend it, like, if you wanted to get a few things here. Definitely not a terrible idea, but once again, it will definitely be expensive after this video. In terms of the content plan for the channel, I already have a ton of guides about Galatea and how it operates, and pretty much every single one of them still is entirely good. Where to get the Jade Dragon, how to actually forage, how to do the hunting skill, how to actually get all of the fairy souls, and how to complete all of the Agatha contests. All of those videos will be linked in the description, so you can view them at your convenience. In terms of tomorrow though, I'm just going to purely be streaming. We'll probably have a first impressions video out later this week, and if anything else interesting happens, which I bet there will be some interesting stuff, we'll definitely be making videos on that. Wrapping up here, to be extremely blunt, I am so glad that this update is finally coming out. It's incredibly good in my view, at least at the moment. I've enjoyed pretty much every minute I've played, and I'm excited for the larger community to get their hands on it. Would love to hear what you guys think in the comments down below. Feel free to leave your thoughts or anything else you want to say, and look to the future, fellas. I'll see you then.